everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming through briefly to show you how I clean my makeup brushes using the Noxzema Ultimate Clear Bacteria Fighting face wash, as well as the Dawn dishwashing liquid. I have super oily skin, and as you can see, I get a lot of oily buildup on my brushes. I probably should wash them or clean them a lot more frequently than I do, but I don't, so whatever. Anyway, this is just a silicone pot holder that I actually purchased from Walmart for like $4. It's not actually made to use for cleaning your makeup brushes, but it's very textured. It's almost like one of those gloves. So I seen it in Walmart and I was like, hey, I can maybe use that to clean my makeup brushes. And it actually works. So first you just want to start by filling up. I do this in my kitchen sink or your bathroom sink, whatever you want to do. Just filling extremely hot water, as hot as it can get, just a little bit in the bottom of the sink. And I find that by doing this, it's a lot less expensive because you're not constantly running water. I don't like the thought of that, but anyway, you're gonna take your Dawn dishwashing liquid. I literally just take just enough to fill one of those little holes, because that's all you really need. Dawn dishwashing liquid is wonderful for oily anything. Like, it's everything. If it's good enough to use on a duck, it's good enough to use on my makeup brushes. But anyway, you just want to take a dirty brush, of course, and just swirl that. And you can see how it doesn't make any bubbles or any suds. That just means that it's just extremely dirty. And whenever your brush is clean, you will begin to see like white suds. And that's kind of like a way to know if your makeup brush is completely clean and thorough. Or thoroughly clean. I can't talk. Anyway, I just kind of swirl that around as much as possible. And you can see that sink is just already nice and cloudy. Yuck. Can't believe I don't clean my makeup brushes more often. So then I just go on to repeat the process. I usually do all my face brushes first. I just find that it's a lot easier to do my face brushes first because they're a lot bigger. I don't know, I just do. But I just do that to every last one of those, swirling those around. And I like the thought of like not soaking your brushes because you don't want the brush to come detached from the handle. Like some of my makeup brushes have done that. And most of these brushes that I am using, I purchased from BH Cosmetics in a set of like 33 or 37 for like $30. Okay, so now once I start to get onto the smaller brushes, the ones that I know that are super dirty, I kind of do them by themselves because they need that much attention. Like that one. That one's the one I always use to do my smoky eye. So that's like always black. That brush is always black because that's the only thing I use it for. But of course you can see it's starting to come clean, even though it's not setting completely, but you do see a little bit of white. Just lets you know that it's nice and clean. See? That's how you know you have gotten all the dirt out your brush. And so now when I'm moving on to like the smaller brushes that I don't use quite as often, I kind of take 2 or 3, maybe a little more, depends on what size they are, and just kind of do several at a time. I just kind of make sure they're all, you know, rubbing against the pot holder. I'm gonna call it my makeup pad, my makeup brush cleaning pad, whatever. Anyway, I just make sure they're all touching there and that they're all just getting a nice, you know, a bit of soap on there, and they're basically clean anyway compared to that black one. And so for my beauty blenders, I kind of do the exact same thing. I do use clean water, of course, to kind of wet it, because if you dip it in that dirt, it's just gonna soak up all that. So don't do that. And I just kind of rub it on my little makeup pad thingy, and I kind of use that and kind of move it around. And as you can see, like the dirt that's coming out of it is really, you know, getting it clean. But with the beauty blenders, I realized that they never come back their right color. The pink does not stay pink, so they always kind of look dirty and dull anyway. So I think I'm going to invest in me some black beauty blenders, so therefore, you know, it looks clean. Because, you know, it still looks faded and everything. So you would think it was dirty, but it's really not, as you can see by the suds. And so I'm just repeating the process on all my beauty blenders. This one I only use to kind of blend out my concealer underneath my eyes. So it's not going to be as dirty as the one I used to do my face and foundation with. So now that you're all done, you're just going to rinse everything. Let that water out. And make sure to take clean water and, you know, go around the sink as well, just to make sure you're just getting all that dirt from those makeup brushes out. And then you're going to just fill it up with hot water as hot as you can stand it. And I like to take 6 to 7 drops of my facial cleanser because I feel like this facial cleanser is really great at removing makeup. I very rarely use makeup wipes on myself. I usually just take this cleanser, just kind of wash my face, and it gets all my makeup off, like, completely in like one wash. But of course I do it twice because, you know, lather, rinse, repeat. Good for the face. But anyway, yeah, so I'm using this to secondly clean my makeup brushes, just to make sure all that dirt and oil is out of there. I like to soak my beauty blenders in this water, just so they can soak up all the, and put those in first because you want to soak up all the clean water. And you're just going to take those same brushes and you're going to start over, and you're just going to dip and just rub it on your little makeup pad. I don't like that word. I got to figure out something else to call it. Makeup something. I don't know. Anyway, just keep doing that until, you know, your brush is really clean. You can tell, you know, if you still have residue or anything on your brush. But it really gives it like a different feeling. And then I like to like squeeze my brushes, try to get most of that water out of there. Because like I said, I don't want the brush coming detached from the handle, because that will happen if you leave your brushes soaking in water. I then like to kind of pat it against my hand just to kind of make sure I'm just really shaking that water out of there really well. And as you can see, you have a very nice clean brush. And they are soft and restored, because makeup brushes will last you a lifetime. It's all about how you take care of them. And I really like these brushes, so, you know, I want to keep them. I then kind of fold up a towel, and you can kind of see, like, I kind of roll up a little bit more of it to kind of give it an incline. Therefore, whenever I'm putting the brushes on the towel, the water is kind of like running down. It's not able to, like, you know, just kind of sit there in a neutral position. It's actually, you know, facing downward. And I did that with all my makeup brushes. So now that I'm done with doing that, I'm just taking my beauty blenders and just rinsing them, just getting all that cleanser that's been sitting in there since I've been doing my other brushes out, and rinsing them and make sure till that water runs clear, and they are done. So they're clean. And I do wash my beauty blenders at least like once every 2 days, because those are used more often. And those are my clean makeup brushes, and they look awesome. And I love clean makeup brushes. Like, I wish there was something where you could automatically clean them, but yeah, you can't. So until then, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Deuces.